Yo, what's good, fam? Today we're talking about one of the most unique voices in hip-hop history, QTip. Some say he's a genius, others say he's overrated, but let's keep it a buck. Was QTip abstract or was he just whack? Now before you click away, hear me out. If you watch this video all the way to the end, I'm going to give you my opinion. So let's break it down together. When people talk about QTip, they instantly bring up a tribe called Quest, but today I don't want to talk about tribe. This is about QTip, the solo artist, the MC, the one who stood on his own mic, no Fife, no Ali, just him and his pen. Now here's the question. When you think of Tip Solo, what comes to mind? Do you remember his last release? Without searching the internet, can you honestly name it? That silence right there might say something. Because yeah, Tip dropped Amplified, The Renaissance, and even had that unreleased Kamal the Abstract joint floating around. But did any of those really hit the way his tribe work did? Where's the solo song that defined an era? Where's the track that made you stop and say, yo, that's a quotable? Think about it. Can you quote a single Q-Tip line that stands with the greats? We can quote Nas, we can quote Big, we can quote Pac, J, even 50. But Q-Tip, he's smooth, he's cool, he's laid back, but is he memorable? That's the criticism. For all his style and confidence, some argue he never delivered that knockout verse that makes people go back decades later like, yo, that bar still hits. Chart-wise, he had a few sparks. Vivint Thing went crazy for his time, but after that, the momentum faded. He never dominated charts like his peers. And in hip-hop, numbers don't lie. They might not tell the whole story, but they do leave footprints. But hold up, before we call him whack, let's be fair. Q-Tip's artistry isn't just about bars, it's about tone, vibe, presence. He had that effortless cool that made a verse feel alive, even if the punchlines weren't hard. Some rappers spit bars, Tip painted moods, and maybe that's what made him different. Not a punchline rapper, not a battle rapper, but a feel rapper, the kind of MC that lives in the pocket, makes words swing like rhythm. For some, that's a legendary. For others, that's light work. So maybe this whole question, abstract or whack, depends on what you want from hip-hop. If you want energy, punchlines, and quotables, he might not be your guy. But if you value flow, control, and presence, maybe he's a master of his lane. So here's how we'll end this one. Q-Tip might not have the chart records of Jay, the punchlines of Big L, or the street weight of Nas, but he's still here, he's still referenced, he still matters, and that alone says something. Now I told you my stance, I don't have an opinion, I want to hear yours. Is Q-Tip an abstract genius or just overhyped? Drop your answer in the comments. I'm about to go listen to some Tip myself and I'll leave mine down there too. Remember, don't shoot the messenger, I'm just asking the question, nobody else will.